Hello and welcome back to AutoStyle Minute. My name is Ada DeFerrari, designer for Ada Collection, creator of the AutoStyle Formula, and your personal stylist girlfriend. And today we are talking about what to wear to an interview. This could be a job interview, new position interview, or if you're being interviewed on YouTube, on the internet, of course, or on a TV channel. So what to wear? That's what we're talking about today. Okay, so I really wish there was a super easy answer for you and I can tell you wear this top or blouse, wear this blazer, these pair of pants, and wear hair in this kind of way. Obviously, I can't do that because I don't know you and I don't know what position you are interviewing for. So basically, the first thing you need to really think about when you're interviewing, again, whether it be via Zoom, whether it be via whatever, in person and for a job, or if you're on the news station or just on TV in general being interviewed, you need to really know about the company or the person that is interviewing you and who they are looking for. I was being interviewed to talk about Ada Collection belts and also for the Dress Your Shape program that I just recently created. So I was interviewed by more of like a conservative TV station where I dressed up a little bit more, and then another one that's a little bit more fun and casual and I wore jeans. So it really depends on what position you're getting interviewed for or what it's for, and also the company that's interviewing you. So in some cases, of course, in corporate America, you have to dress up a little bit more, suit, that kind of thing, but many positions, especially now, are quite casual. So really knowing who's going to be interviewing you is super important. If you're being interviewed on Zoom, then I'd like to suggest for you to check out this video right here because I've recently filmed on just little tips on how to look good on Zoom, what colors to wear, kind of what colors really make you pop, and just other additional tips that I think would be very helpful. So check out this video on how to look good on Zoom if you're being interviewed on Zoom. Okay, so now, of course, you did your research, you know what interview you're going in for. Now it's time to really think about your message, because clothing, what you wear, is really a message that you're sending out, because the person that's interviewing you, they don't most likely know you very well. They're going to judge you on your clothes, on your style. So it's really important to really think about your message, and that goes for more than just an interview. Like your clothing, what you're wearing is your message. So think about that message that you're going to send out. So even if you're going to go and write an email, before you start just writing and typing sentences, you kind of think about it a little bit and you're like, okay, well, what do I want to say in the email? You're intentional, right? So it's the same thing with your clothes. You kind of have to think about it. Even if you just throw on whatever, I mean, that whatever is still your message. So it just meant you weren't very intentional. You didn't take time for your message. So basically, every day you should be intentional about your style, but especially for an interview, because of course you want to represent your best self. So once you know your message, these are a few things to kind of think about. Color is super powerful. So if you're being interviewed for a position where you have to show power, you might want to think about wearing a color that's bold and solid. Blues and purples tend to be very kind of trustworthy colors. Yellow is more of like a very happy color. So again, depends on what job you're being interviewed for. Red is also very powerful, kind of an aggressive color. Print also is a language. So if you're wearing floral or polka dots, those are very classic prints. If you're wearing kind of like what I'm wearing here, this blouse, also kind of very classic, very conservative. Think about, again, what message that, it's more of a serious kind of look, right? Of course, I'm wearing only a bra and not a tank top underneath, and so that's a little bit edgy. Probably if you're going for a more conservative job, you don't want to do that. So there's color, there's print, of course, jewelry. Some things you want to think about is, do you want to make a big statement with your jewelry? It does get a little bit distracting to have a lot of jewelry on, so that could be okay. I always say it's really nice to have like an icebreaker element to your outfit, whether it be your handbag, a belt, a pair of earrings, a necklace, something where somebody might compliment you on it because it really stands out and it'll also make you memorable. Maybe there's a nice story behind that accessory. It just adds personality, and also it's a really nice kind of icebreaker as well. Now, the third thing you really have to think about is the fit of your clothing. Now, a lot of these blouses, these are kind of like interview blouses per se, they don't have a very nice flattering fit. And so belting it is a great way to go because that way it'll give you a little bit more shape. But the fit of your clothing is very important. The hem of your pants, again, the way that your blouse fits, the way that your blazer fits. Typically, if something's just oversized and is not tailored to your body, it looks a little bit more unkept and a little bit more sloppy. So that's a message that you're sending. If you're wearing something like that's too tight, well, that's also a message that you're sending. So you want it just right. You want it tailored to your body. I mean, try on the outfit a couple weeks before you even start interviewing to make sure everything is fitting nicely. So maybe you still have time to take things into a tailor, but the fit of your clothing is super important and dressing for your body shape. So again, if you've lost a little bit of weight, if you've gained a little bit of weight, that's totally fine. It's all about the clothes and about the clothes fitting and flattering your unique shape. Surveys say that depending on your style, you're going to get a position, you can lose a position, you can get paid more. So style is something that's super important. You just have to make it very intentional. So again, dressing for your shape is important because it's gonna make your clothing look more stylish. You can wear something super simple, but as long as it fits well, it's going to just really speak volumes about you and the time that you took to find something that fits and flatters. So those are my 3 tips for you on what to wear for an interview. I wish it was like a one size kind of fits all, like this is, you know, the outfit for everybody to wear, but obviously you have a different personality, you have a different message, you're interviewed for a different position. So just keep these 3 things in mind when you're being interviewed, again, for TV, whether you have your own company, your brand that you're representing, or if you're going in for a new position and being interviewed on Zoom, don't forget to check out that video. So I hope these were helpful. Share it with your friends if you find it valuable, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on AutoStyle Minute.